hailing from just a few states over. She loves a good Cheez-It and will wash it down with some swig. She loves Scrabble, outdoor concerts at the Ruoff, and golfing at Crooked Stick. She's every ref's favorite, and she dresses like a CEO because she's a boss. Please welcome to the show, Caitlyn Clark. First and foremost, you're in your second year. You're already getting an All-Star game, so you get to host, which is amazing. Obviously, we'll just say the obvious. We're all very bummed that you can't participate.
Me too.
Yeah, I know you're bummed as well, but you can still enjoy it. Yeah. I think Indiana so far has done an incredible job.
Hailing from just a few states over in Iowa, Caitlyn Clark is a force of nature both on and off the basketball court. With a love for Cheez-Its, a cold swig to wash them down, and a passion for Scrabble, outdoor concerts at the Roth Music Center, and golfing at Crooked Stick, she's as relatable as she is remarkable. Known for her fiery competitiveness, she's every referee's favorite, and she dresses like a CEO because, well, she's a boss. When Caitlyn Clark stepped into the Touch More podcast with Sue Bird during WNBA All-Star weekend in Indiana,
Caitlyn Clark may not have suited up for the All-Star game, but make no mistake, she was the face of the entire weekend. In the heart of Indiana, her adopted home, Caitlyn stepped into the spotlight as the unofficial host of the WNBA's biggest party.
The city has done a tremendous job of, decking out the whole place and making everybody feel welcome. So it's just getting started. I think it's amazing. You wouldn't want it the other way. So you just enjoy it. And they've put so much time, effort, and money. When we found out we were getting All-Star shortly after All-Star last year in Phoenix, they've been working on this around the clock. There's been so many different committees and so many different people that will never get credit for what they've been able to do and just the logistics behind it to make it amazing, not only for the people that are going to go to the three-point competition, skills competition, or the game, but just the people that are coming into the city to be around and just see everything that's being put on and just enjoy the vibes, I think is absolutely incredible.
Caitlyn was all in on making the All-Star weekend unforgettable, even from the sidelines. She praised Indiana's behind-the-scenes efforts, made it clear how much she values the fan base that's embraced her, and emphasized how important it was for her to show up for her city. Even without lacing up, she owned the moment like only Caitlyn Clark.
In Indiana, she didn't just walk into the room, she owned it. In her boldest interview yet, the WNBA's brightest star delivered an unscripted, unfiltered performance that was equal parts hilarious, introspective, and spicy. From debunking NBA rumors with razor-sharp wit to sharing her thoughts on becoming a viral meme and throwing subtle shade at her coach, Caitlyn held nothing back. This wasn't the polished press conference version of Clark. This was raw, real, and revelatory. Buckle up as we dive into the biggest, boldest, and most unforgettable moments from a conversation.
For myself, you embrace being the host. Who knows if we'll ever get to bring it back here. I'm sure we will at some point, but maybe not for a few years. So just trying to do, everything I can to make it amazing for everyone.
When you're Caitlyn Clark, every move you make is under a microscope. And in this next part of the interview, she gets candid about it. The noise, the scrutiny, and the pressure that comes with being one of the most talked about athletes in the world. But Caitlyn doesn't flinch. She shares how social media creates a warped version of reality, and how the real grounding moments come not from likes or headlines, but from kids in the stands, wide-eyed and inspired. For her, those are the moments that matter.
Well, I think first, you have to remember social media is just such a false perception of reality. And even for myself, you don't always realize that at times. It's not the real world. And, when you're in a position of, people are going to love you, people aren't going to like you. But I think when I show up to arenas, those are the moments that really remind me of how many people are really there supporting you and loving you. The little boys and the little girls, those are the people that are on social media, caring about every decision you make or every comment you make. But also at the same time, I feel I just try to show up every single day and be myself and approach it that way and just be authentically me. And
she reveals that while fans may see the fire and intensity on the court, her teammates know her as the jokester, the comedic relief in the locker room. It's a reminder that we only get a sliver of who she is during televised games. The rest is hidden in group chats, practice sessions, and hotel hallways.
From a conversation that proves why Caitlyn Clark is a superstar in every sense of the word. Comment CC Superstar to show her your love, and let's get into it. Caitlyn Clark may not have laced up for the WNBA All-Star game, but don't get it twisted. She was the heartbeat of the entire weekend. Hosted in her adopted home of Indianapolis, the event was a celebration of basketball, and Clark was its unofficial ambassador. "It's a bummer I can't play," she admitted to Sue Bird, her voice carrying a mix of disappointment and resilience. But I'm still going to enjoy every second of it. And enjoy it she did. From the moment she stepped into the spotlight, Clark was everywhere. Her face plastered on massive Nike billboards draped across downtown Indy, her schedule packed with media appearances, and her energy radiating through every interaction. Indiana pulled out all the stops for the All-Star festivities, and Clark was quick to give credit where it was due.
Always.
The city's done an
What do you feel like
incredible...
is the most misunderstood thing about you on the court and off the court? The personas, if you will.
Ooh. I feel like a lot of people don't realize like how goofy I actually am. Like, and I think like a lot of my teammates would say that, like, even like Steph White was saying this the other day, like people don't realize like I'm just like comedic relief in the locker room. Like once I step on the court, like I'm super fiery and like I want to kill, but every moment other than that, it's like, it's not serious. Like I just have fun. I have a good time. Like,
Oh no, you got jokes in the group chat.
yeah, group chat.
I'm like, sometimes I'm like, this motherfucker is a troll.
But I don't know. I feel like the more you get to know your teammates or your coworkers or whoever it is, like you just become more comfortable and, you know, you kind of understand them and they understand you. But I feel like anytime like you're in your private life or with your family, like you're truly just yourself at the end of the day. But I don't think it's like a like coping as much. I feel like it's just more so like a comfortability thing and like building that trust within your locker room first and foremost, more than anything. Back to like my freshman year of college, like when we played UConn in the Sweet 16, we ended up losing in San Antonio. Like I remember Travis Scott had posted me on his story and I like got back to my phone and like everyone was texting me. I'm like, yeah, I have no idea why he did that. Like, I'm like, that's super cool. But yeah. But I would say like probably when we beat Louisville, my junior year to go to the Final Four in Seattle. I had like 41. I think I had 41, like 10 and 12 or something like that. But that was like the moment I really felt like things were really starting to change. I think the one person that like really like made me starstruck probably was LeBron, because like LeBron was a person that I grew up like absolutely loving. Like he was like my Michael Jordan because I was younger, and like that's the person that I always looked up to. And so I'd say him, even throughout, and Steph, even those like at the end of my college career, they began to like comment on some things as I was ending my career and then now professionally. But I feel like I still have a lot of those moments and it doesn't always feel real because, you know, I feel very lucky and fortunate.
The city's done an incredible job, she said, her pride in her temporary home palpable. They've been working around the clock since we found out we were hosting last year in Phoenix. There are so many people, committees, organizers, who'll never get the recognition they deserve for making this weekend what it is. From the three-point contest to the skills competition to the main event, Indianapolis transformed into a basketball mecca, and Clark was determined to make it unforgettable, even from the sidelines. I'm embracing being the host, she said with a grin. Who knows when we'll get this back here? I'm doing everything I can to make it amazing for everyone. Her role wasn't just ceremonial. It was a reflection of her growing influence in the WNBA.
You did turn down the NBA offer for the three-point contest. That was the whole thing. But you did turn that down, but you made good on your word. You wanted to show up for Indiana in the WNBA All-Star game. What went into that decision-making process?
Yeah, well, I mean, they obviously really wanted me and Sabrina to do it, maybe a couple other people as well. And I was just like, well, I mean, that would make the one here a little like just not as fun. So, and it's in your own city. Like I was going to do it no matter what. And I wanted my first one to be here in front of our fans.
So recently there was like that rumor, lie, whatever you want to call it, which was so dumb that you declined because you didn't want to shoot off a rack. It's like, what? Where do these people come up with this shit is beyond. But I'm actually curious. You finally, it doesn't always happen. Honestly, even we have a podcast, mics on our face. You don't always get the opportunity to be like, no, that was a lie.
Yeah.
And just kind of like call it out and like fact check them.
Yeah.
That had to have felt good.
It did feel good. I don't know who wrote the article, but I'm sure they didn't feel great about themselves after I did that. So I don't know who their source was, but whoever their source was
growing
wrong.
influence in the WNBA. At just 23, in her second year as a pro, Clark has become a symbol of the league's future. She's not just a player, she's a cultural phenomenon, drawing fans to arenas and inspiring a new generation of basketball lovers. Her presence in Indy wasn't about stats or highlights. It was about showing up for a city that's embraced her as one of their own, and she did it with the same intensity she brings to the court, proving that even when she's not playing, Caitlyn Clark knows how to steal the show. Being Caitlyn Clark means living under a microscope. Every shot, every comment, every facial expression is dissected, memed, and debated across social media. But in her Touch More interview, Clark got real about what it's like to navigate that kind of scrutiny.
Was wrong. I shot 30 times a game, so I always thought I was on a heater. Some nights I was, some nights I wasn't. But I would say more so professionally, like that Liberty game. I feel like as a shooter, like when you see like 2 or 3 go in, especially like for me, like if I have 2 back-to-back in a row, like I'm probably gonna launch a third that maybe isn't advised by Steph, but like I gotta get it up. And then if the third goes in, like you're just hot. I think as a shooter, like your confidence just builds and builds and builds. It's just coming off your hand better. The rim looks big. That moment I had with Stewie when I made that one over her, like I don't know how I made that shot. Like I barely got it over her fingertips. Like Stewie's one of the longest players in the league.
Like 8 feet with her arms. Yeah.
And I just started laughing, and then Stewie was laughing because we were both like, wait, what? How'd that go in?
How do we feel about butter,
This is
Caitlyn?
me made out of butter. So if I don't know if anybody is from Iowa in here, but if you are, oh, sweet, we got a couple.
It sounded like one.
The Iowa State.
That was just 2 claps by one person.
A couple.
Yeah.
The Iowa State Fair is one of the best fairs in the country, but
I believe that.
They're known for making a cow out of butter, and a couple years ago they decided to sculpt me out of butter. You can see the cow's nose over there to the left, and that's me made out of butter.
Next up, whisper, whisper, whisper.
Ooh. Oh. Well, I never really say it like that.
What were you
whisper then?
actually saying? Don't lie to us.
Honestly, like, I love football and I know a lot about football, so I was like telling her like why they threw a flag or like, but in the best way. Like
She doesn't know a lot about
I don't
football?
even know everything. Like, so I was just explaining things, but yeah, that was really fun. I feel
Social
like
media is such a false perception of reality, she said, her tone a mix of exasperation and clarity. It's not the real world. You have to remind yourself of that sometimes. For Clark, the grounding moments come not from viral posts or headlines, but from the fans, especially the kids, who fill the stands with wide-eyed admiration. When I show up to arenas, I see the little boys and girls, and that's what reminds me how many people are really supporting me, she shared. Those are the moments that matter. But Clark isn't just the fiery competitor fans see on game day. Off the court, she's the locker room's comedic relief, a side of her that rarely makes it to the highlight reels. People don't realize how goofy I am, she laughed. My teammates would tell you I'm the jokester in the group chat. Even Coach Steph White was saying the other day that I'm the comedic relief in the locker room. It's a reminder that the public only sees a sliver of who Caitlyn Clark really is. On the court, she's all fire and intensity, ready to kill, as she put it. But off it, when the conversation turned to basketball, Clark gave a masterclass in what it means to be in the zone.
Fun.
Recounting
I feel
her
like every game there's always like a new meme of me doing something.
This one is top notch. I don't even know what happened.
I mean,
I do.
What game is this?
I have no idea.
Atlanta. Ryan Howard was trying to rough you up.
Oh, is that? I was
this?
like, I don't care. I don't care.
You're like, I'm not scared of you.
Oh yeah, that's what I said.
I'm not scared of you.
Who are you?
Yeah,
I did say that.
Head first. Literally.
Tell us about well, first of all, what's happening
I
here.
don't know, honestly. I
do.
about
We're balls to the
killed
wall.
that goalie.
Yeah, this looks like a card.
Yeah.
Was there a card given on this play?
No.
This was a state tournament. This must have been my sophomore year. No, or my freshman year. I'm not sure.
Got the Nike cleats.
But that's our rival. That was our rival high school, so we played at state. You got the Nike cleats. I thought my cleats were so sick. They were all white.
They are. Yeah. For sure.
I loved soccer cleats. Oh, it's the same with basketball shoes.
Recounting her iconic Liberty game, she broke down the shooter's mentality with infectious energy. When you see 2 or 3 shots go in, you're like, okay, I'm hot, she said. If I hit 2 in a row, I'm probably launching a third, even if Coach Steph doesn't advise it. The room erupted at the subtle jab, a cheeky nod to her occasional disagreements with Coach Steph White's game plan. It was classic Clark, confident, self-aware, and unafraid to poke a little fun. That confidence carried over to a standout moment against Breanna Stewart, one of the WNBA's longest and most formidable defenders. I made this shot over Stewie, and I don't even know how, Clark laughed. Her arms are like 8 feet long, and I barely got it over her fingertips. We were both just laughing like, how'd that go in? It's moments like these that define Clark's game. Fearless, instinctive, and just a little bit magical. From soccer cleats to Chiefs fandom. Before she was a basketball icon, Clark was a soccer standout, and she shared a hilarious throwback from her high school days. A photo flashed on the screen. Clark, mid-sprint, charging a goalie with her Nike cleats up and no hesitation. That was our rival high school in the state tournament, she said, grinning. I didn't score, but I made an impression. She gushed about her all-white Nike cleats, They were so sick. And admitted defense was never her strong suit, whether in soccer or basketball. I was always balls to the wall, she said. That's just me. Another viral moment came in January when Clark was spotted whispering to Taylor Swift during a Chiefs playoff game. The internet lost it, spinning wild theories about what she said. Clark set the record straight. I was just explaining why they threw a flag. I'm a big Chiefs fan, and Taylor was curious. It was so fun. As a lifelong Kansas City supporter, sharing a suite with Swift and watching Travis Kelce dominate was a dream come true. My face was red from the cold, but the energy in that box was unreal, she said. It was a perfect collision of sports, pop culture, and pure joy. Owning the meme life. No superstar is immune to the internet's meme machine, and Clark is no exception. She laughed about a freeze frame from a face-off with Atlanta's Ryan Howard, where her expression was unintentionally hilarious. I looked so goofy, she said, shaking her head. My hair was all messed up, my ponytail wasn't fixed. But in real time, I was like, I'm not scared of you. The crowd roared as she owned the moment with self-deprecating humor. The internet's not fair, she joked, but I'm here for it. From butter sculptures to buzzer beaters, Caitlyn Clark's All-Star Weekend sit-down was a masterclass in authenticity. She didn't shy away from the noise, she confronted it head-on with wit, grace, and a touch of spice. She celebrated her city, honored her roots, and reminded everyone why she's more than just a basketball player. Whether she's hitting deep threes, geeking out over football with Taylor Swift, or laughing off a viral meme, Clark is unapologetically herself. And that's why the world can't stop watching. This interview was a reminder that we're only scratching the surface of who Caitlyn Clark is. She's candid, she's sharp, and she's just getting started. If you loved this deep dive into the real Caitlyn Clark, comment CC Superstar to show your support, and drop your favorite moment from the interview below. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of her journey. Let's keep rooting for the WNBA's brightest star.